So now it's all set, I guess. Mm, so, where are we? Yeah. So, guys, as you all know, means a lot of data has been generated. Means even in the engineering field, even in the corporate field, even in any field. Means even the Google is utilizing the data analysis for improving the product for its customer behavior. Even Amazon uh, is using the data analysis for improving its services. So yeah, means you can that means data analysis is very important even in the known circuit field. Means in the civil branch, civil engineering students are using the data analysis technique in order to uh, ch- uh, reduce the budget, the cost scenario in construction, bridges, and all those. So means you can analyze what how the data analysis is important, and it's a wide area and capturing the whole market. So so there are many software packages that carry out analysis of different types of data. And one should remember that analyzing is not just about throwing data into the software packages and then reporting some of the fancy graphs and that are generated and some nice results that you get on your computer screen. That is not data analysis. It's just a very tiny part of that exercise. So means as much we are analyzing data, there is a theory to it, and of course we are we are not going over the theory of data analysis, but the procedure that one needs to follow to get meaningful results. So I guess for today's session agenda here, we are first discussing about the data analysis, in which we are answering the questions. Means what is data analysis and why we are using data analysis and where we are using data analysis. So then, you are thinking that yeah, I'm Akshay is talking about data analysis. He hadn't explained about what is data. You might be confused about means what exactly I'm talking about. Means so in that also we will cover in the means what type of data is and what do you mean by data itself. So then we'll go further with the what are the types of analysis. Then we'll further go in the process and the methods involved in data analysis. So means there are various process, means from collecting data to getting some insight, some important useful insight. That all we will cover in this section. And then there are many companies. Means I can say even most of the companies are using data analysis. Means they are setting up the different a separate data analytics team in their organization, and they are doing from customer research and means lots of things. Means suppose banks are there, banks are doing data analysis is means whether the customer is satisfied with their services. Means what are the problems the customer is facing. So that in the yeah, nice song by the way, I guess. So means various processes and methods involved in data analysis. Then uh, means the companies we can discuss in data analysis field. Then we'll discuss about the various tools necessary for analyzing data. Then we'll discuss about the career in the data analytics. So we'll be discussing means what is data analysis. So uh, before before going in further into this, I want to ask means obviously guys, this will not be a one monologue. It will be 80% from my side and 20% from your side. Means you should have to means whatever knowledge you are having, you can answer, you can type in the chat box, and then you can give your views about so what is data analysis and all. So what how many of you know about data analysis, and what do you think what exactly is the data analysis? Can you write in the chat box? Okay, Vamshi is saying structuring the data. Okay, correct. Uh, then Shrejan is typing data analysis is extraction of data, filtering and predicting future trends, extracting information, extracting info from data, playing with data and giving beautiful results. Ayan is telling getting useful insights. So yeah, means guys, all this comprises of data analysis. Means yeah, all everything is correct. Means collecting and refining data through different methods for ML. So yeah, Maheshwar, it's means we can using the ML, but applying ML is also a different field. Then Shivans is saying data analysis is an integral part of the research. Yeah, correct. So means so lots of answer is there. So yeah, means extracting useful, relevant and meaningful information from observations in a systematic manner. Means from our school days, we are being given a passage. We have to read that passage in our English exam. Then we have to write a 60-word summary in the end of that passage. So means we are also doing data analysis. That is also a type of data analysis we are doing, because you means from our sixth class onwards, I guess we are good in data analysis, because we are converting that whole passage into the 60 words thing. So that is also a type of data analysis we are already know. So yeah, everything. So means it is very useful in order to derive the insights and drive decision making. There is a lots of data, means everything is generating data. Even the conversation I'm doing with you guys means we are having a virtual session here, so it is also generating a huge amount of data. Even you are sending a text messages over the WhatsApp on the social media, that is also generating a large amount of data in the Facebook. You guys know about the Facebook thing. Means you are posting a picture, uh, picture, uh, then you will get an insights. Means when you are going in the insights, means how much is the customer, that post reach to how many people, and means how many engagements will be there on that particular post. So all these will be useful. How they are doing exactly, they are analyzing our data. Means whatever data is generating, they are analyzing, and then they are producing the important insights, the which will be useful to enhance the productivity and the efficiency of their product, of their services. So yeah, data analysis is very useful. So means I want to ask the question, means why we are using the data analysis exactly. Means where we are using data analysis is the second part, but before that, why we are exactly using the data analysis. Okay, Ayan, we can see the number of, is to why the participation, try to improve our future events. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. So yeah, here we can check that, means how much participations we are getting, and then accordingly we can plan our event. So that is also a type of data analysis, guys. So yeah, it's very important. Means data analysis is a somewhat abstract concept to understand without the help of examples. So to better illustrate how and why data analysis is important for business, examples to determine why something happened. A business may see that leads increase in the months of October, use diagnostic analysis to determine which marketing efforts contributed the most, as Ayan has mentioned in the chat box as well. Means even we big data analytics and consulting cell will also apply the data analysis, not applying the standard methods, but generalizing, means what events we should have to conduct in the future and based on the participation. So that is also a type of the analysis we are doing. So means what is likely to happen in the future, we are getting an insight.
We are getting an insight.
uh, okay. So yeah, the thing is that in the WhatsApp, you are means in the that current uh, conflict happened, means the WhatsApp privacy policy. It's taking your data and then giving it to the sharing it with the Facebook and all. So means why data is so important, because now, in today's scenario, in today's world, means I would say data price is very high. Means even whether it is healthcare industry, whether it is entertainment industry, whether it is uh, technological, IT sector, construction, uh, means oil and petrol industry, means everywhere data analysis is useful, because there are lots of data, lots of files will will be there. Means it's not easy to handle all those things by single handedly. So means we are applying various concepts, various techniques to analyze, to gain the insights, means how we can improve our so overall, in short term, improving the product, improving the strategy we are actually using. So that's the thing. Means that's how the data analysis will be useful. Means even in the stock market, we are applying the data analysis. Means when will the stocks will go up, when will the stocks will go high, and when it will go down, and what are the trends it will the environmental factors, what are the outside factors will affect the stock market to crash, and what it will lead the stock market to go high. So here also means the predicting the stock price in the stock market, means what will be the condition for the promoters, for the investors to invest in the particular stock of the company. So means all these, means the data analysis is really useful, I can say that. So means whether it is technical, you are belong from technical branch, you are belonging from non-technical branch, anywhere you are, means even the biotech students are using the data analysis thing. So suppose as you all know, I want to give an example. Means in the COVID-19, so uh, there are lots of data had been generated. Means because there are, in India itself, there are seven different types of strains of COVID-19 virus is there. Means Telangana region is having some different types of strain kind of COVID-19 virus, and then in northern NCR region is having strain virus, different strain of virus. So means it will data analysis will be useful in, means how the economy of these regions has been lowered, and how the person got affected. Means what are the severity of the cases in particular regions. So means as we say, we have seen that some part of the states means are very prone to the COVID-19, but they managed to fight against the COVID-19. We had concluded that, yeah, um, using the data analysis technique only, we are being able to develop the hypothesis that, yeah, this particular region is less affected, this particular region is severely affected, because of cases are coming, lots of uh, data is accumulating to help us understand the nature of the virus, nature of the COVID-19 virus. As now you are seeing that COVID-19 strain, new mutation virus came. So how it all happened? It all happened in analyzing, means what we all have the data. In analyzing that thing, we are generating some particular insight to help the common people, to help the customers, to help uh, them to understand. Means there is a big chunk of mountain is there that is comprising of data, and now we are providing them the important stone kind of thing. Means suppose there is a big kind of we are providing them a diamond kind of thing, like that. You can analyze, you can imagine that. So now where data analysis we are using, already I had told, means some of the examples, but um, we are using them in policing, security, then transportation, fraud and risk detection, delivery logistics, budget control, customer interaction, healthcare, energy management, digital advertisement. So means you can imagine, means how vast it is. How is the how is what are the opportunities it is, and how it is useful in improving the lifestyle of the people of the because as you can see, the 10 years before, means as we are talking to our parents, means they are somewhat, they are uh, they are saying sometimes that, yeah, we had such type of technologies, we have not this much growth or development during that time, but now the time has changed. People started more towards digital technologies. So all this, how it happened, because everything have its own contribution in it. But now the data analysis having a playing a bigger role, bigger part in it. So in the policing security means several cities over means all over the world have employed the predictive analysis in predicting areas that would likely witness a surge in crime with the use of geographical data and historical data. Means you have seen this has seemed to work in major cities such as Chicago, London, Los Angeles, means many Delhi metro cities like, although means it is not possible to make arrest for every crime committed, but the availability of data has made it possible to have police officers within such areas at a certain time of the day, which has led to a drop in crime rate. Means we are getting the crime statistics data, we are accumulating the data, means yeah, this particular neighborhood, this particular downtown is having this much crime rate. So means it will be useful for the patrolling team to patrol more in that area, in that particular downtown. So it will be useful. So in the transportation means a few years back at the means you have seen in the London Olympics, there was a need for handling over 18 million journeys made by fans in the city of London, and fortunately it was all sorted out. So means how you can imagine, you have the question in your mind, means how they all have been able to manage such huge traffic. So means the TFL and the train operators made use of data analytics, you know that, to ensure the large numbers of journey went smoothly. They were able to input data from events that took place and forecasted a number of persons that were going to travel. Transport was being run efficiently and effectively so that athletes who came there to participate in the games and spectators can be transported to and from the respective stadiums. So in that also we had used, and then in the weather forecasting report also we are using the data analysis, means we are having the means the data history of the weathers, means this is how the weather is fluctuating during this course of time. So we are analyzing and we are predicting, forecasting that yeah, the certain means you are getting the weather forecasting report in your phone. You are checking, means yeah, means after means tomorrow or at the night time there the weather will be cloudy, or the weather will be um, there will be a chances of 80% chances of get cloudiness, sunny, and all this stuff. So how all it happens because they are analyzing the data, they are accumulating, they are having the data, they are getting the useful insights from it. So then in the fraud and the risk detection also we are using, this has been known as one of the initial application of data science, you know that, means which were extracted from the discipline of finance. So you can imagine that even the finance students are using the data analysis. So so many organizations had a very bad experience with depth and were so fed up with it, since they already had data that was collected during the time their customer applied for loans. They applied data science, which eventually rescued them from the losses they had incurred. This led to the banks learning to divide and conquer data from their customers' profile, recent expenditure, and other significant information that were made available to them. This made it easy for them to analyze and interfere if there was any probability of customer defaulting. So means you are also having a personal experience regarding that. Means you are getting a call from particular bank, from the various bank. So means they are saying that yeah, your credit profile is matched. Is made you eligible uh, to get the credit card from our bank. Would you Are you interested in applying for it? So means how they are means this they're not even means having a watch over each and particular person's bank expenditure, but they are making generalizing. They are made it generalizing the customers they are having, um, making it in a generalizing form, means yeah, this much expenditure, this much data we had collected, and over this we have this much insights. Yeah, particular balance should be kept in the bank so that the person eligible for the credit profile, particular expenditure should be made so that he is eligible for getting a credit card from that particular bank. So you can see that how the data analysis be useful. Then in the delivery logistics, means UPS, DHL, FedEx, all etc. All are using the data analysis for improving their efficiency in operation. Means these companies are found most suitable routes for shipping, the best delivery time, most suitable means of transport to select so as to gain cost efficiency. So for these companies, mostly the transportation cost means how to make generate the more profit. So means to efficient the cost, to reduce the incurring cost they are having. So they are applying the data analysis, means they are applying means of what will be the best route for delivering the product. So they are applying means the data generated by these companies through the use of GPS given them enough opportunity to take advantage of data analytics and data science. Then budget control means you it's very important to have the means everyone wants to uh, expand to make expenditure in their budget itself. So means it will be helpful in controlling their budget. Means we are having means if it will be out of budget, then it will create a lot of problems, lot of social problems as well, a lot of mental emotional problems as well. So means everyone wants to control their budget, so it will be useful for the data analysis even at the bigger levels also. Means even for the government are using the data analysis tools. Means while delivering their budget and all those means you have already heard about the smart city budget and all those stuff. So they are deciding, they have to control that budget flow. Means you analyzing means this much amount of money should be spent on such infrastructure, on such development, on such construction, constructing roads, constructing bridges, constructing the drainage system. So that will be useful for them to have a control over their budget. So if it will go out, then means suppose the person had already have some budget, the some particular municipal corporation or some contractor is having some amount of budget is having, and now without analyzing the budget he just break the road. Means already the road is already break, and even in India mostly the roads are not that much good. So means but the thing is that they are now started applying the data analysis technique to means so that it will be useful for them, for the citizens as well, for betterment of the citizens as well. So that means once the construction got started, it will not get stopped due to the budget constraint. So that's also important. Then the customer interaction, uh, there is another means another one application of data analysis in insurance. Means insurers can determine a lot about their services by conducting regular customer surveys, mainly after interacting with claim handlers. They could use this to know which of their services are good and the ones that would need improvement. Various demographic graphics may decide diverse method of communications like in-person interaction, websites, phone, or just email. Or taking the analysis of the customer demographics with the feedback can help the insurers improve a customer experience depending on the customer behavior and proven insights. So this can be useful. And now healthcare, you all know, means how healthcare data analysis will be useful in healthcare. It proves a really great impact. Means the particular type of medicine, whether means you are reading the reports that the antibiotics are means not behaving in their own way. Means they stopped working on some persons because of the excessive use of the antibiotics on the person. So now they are planning to get another alternatives and all. So how it all can be done, it's all can be done because the data analyst, they are having the data medical records, they are having the particular disease and the medicines they have been to a patient. So they have the data about it, and then they are analyzing that, yeah, this means most of the antibiotics are not working in efficient manner. So even the that in the healthcare it is more common than in the energy management. Means here the data analytics application mainly focuses on monitoring and controlling of dispatch crews, network devices, make sure that service outage are properly managed. Then utility gets the ability to integrate as much as millions of data points within the performance of the network, which allows the engineer make use of the analytics in the monitoring the network. So, and then the digital advertisement, you all know means how it is um, useful in the digital advertisement. As there are most of the companies are uh, working on setting up the particular field. Apart from the web source, there is uh, digital advertisement is another important field where the data analytics is having its own application. Means from banners displayed on several websites to the digital billboards uh, seen in the big cities, then all are controlled by data algorithms. Means this shows means why the digital adverts get more CTR than the conventional way of advertisement. Target depends solely on the past behavior of the users. So the importance of data analytics application cannot be overemphasized because it is used in almost all areas of life today. We can see that having data is very important before making certain decisions so as to avoid unnecessary issues. Also handling valuable data inefficiently could lead to several problems like different departments in an organization not understanding how to make use of it, which would lead to the data not used to its full potential of serving any purposes. So that's all means where we are using the data analysis. So means I think I had told a lot of examples, lot of things, so it makes it clear that means it's not the only suitable for the computer science people means who are, but it's also for the technical branches or non-technical branches as well, non for the business persons as well, for the MBA graduates as well. Means how they are analyzing their data to improve their organizations or profit and all other stuff. So now I had speak more about means where we are using data analysis. Now let's go on means types of data analysis. So data analysis of I can say it's mostly of many very various types of data analysis are there. Means quantitative analysis, qualitative analysis, descriptive, inferential, exploratory, confirmatory, predictive, prescriptive. So means there are lots of types of data analysis. But we are discussing means in the quantitative also it is divided into descriptive analysis and inferential analysis. So means what we'll discuss in the quantitative analysis means where we are using the quantity, means where the numerical values come into the picture. That where there we are using the quantitative analysis. Then it is again separated into descriptive analysis and inferential analysis. Then in the descriptive mostly where the researcher describe the data by statistical tools. In means where the data is already known, means data is already available, and then researchers knows about the background of the data, so he does not need to assume any hypothesis. But in the inferential analysis we are means mostly where we are working on the assumptions, we are putting the assumptions, yeah, means this might be true. So because data is unknown, we don't know the data, so it is the technique we are using is the inferential analysis. So mostly generally used in the research hypothesis kind of thing. Then in that also means we are having parametric and non-parametric. Means in the parametric where we know the parameters, means we are having full information about the population. Means null hypothesis depends on these parameters, available parameters. And then in the non-parametric means where we don't have full information about the population, we are not know about the population what it kind. And so means obviously then we are not having any information about the population, so what we will do, will create a null hypothesis which is independent of the parameters. So the parametric tools are t-test, z-test, ANOVA, Pearson correlation. Then non-parametric chi-square test, Spearman correlation, Mann-Whitney U-test. So guys, means here there are lots of technical terms are there. So don't worry about these technicalities. Means this session is mostly providing you the path to follow in learning the data analysis, in going deep down in the data analysis. Means we are uh, if you guys want, at the end of this, means we'll come up with another session describing all these technical details, the t-test, z-test, ANOVA, pure set correlation, all the technicalities involved in it. So that's how. Then the qualitative analysis, what it is. So in this, mostly where the numerical means where we are not using the numerical values, means numerical value is not present. Instead, words, objects, descriptions, images, symbols are being analyzed. So it is also have some breakdown, further breakdown, that means content analysis, narrative analysis, discourse analysis, then the grounded theory. So what is it all about? So we can go, means content means any descriptions, documentation in text form. So means method we are used in analyzing is known as the content analysis. Then in the narrative analysis, mostly some interview is going on, means there is an interview is going on, then type source, then observation type, then survey data, means you are filling some survey forms, that comes under narrative analysis, means where the narrations are available. In this, the respondent may tell a story, can picturize a particular object and a scenario. So that on then we are applying the analysis over that thing, then it comes under the narrative analysis. Then the discourse analysis, means it is much similar to the narrative analysis. Means in this analysis can be done over the social interaction. Means narrative analysis also interview kind of thing. In the discourse analysis also interview, analyzing over the interview, means you are having the news thing. Some person is having an interview with some celebrity, or and then they are analyzing uh, uh, that interview and then putting their conclusion over it. So that comes in both discourse and narrative. But what in the discourse, we are considering some of the factors like environmental factors which will affect the interviewer, and then the conclusion can be made. That comes in the discourse analysis. But in the narrative analysis, we are not actually concerned about, means the other factors or the environmental factors which will affect the interviewer. Then in the grounded theory, so you might be knowing, means here we are creating a hypothesis, and then we are testing that hypothesis in different environment, different scenarios, means and then we are analyzing, means what exactly will be the reason behind it, and how is it happening actually, how is the hypothesis is happening, working exactly over it, and then we are obtaining the results. So that comes in the grounded theory. As you are as for example, means the penicillin. So means I the Fleming had observed that uh, means in the that there's some fungus is might be preventing some fighting against the bacteria, and then might affect their growth, inhibiting their growth, bacteria growth. So means then the person had created that situation in different environmental factors, yes, in different other scenarios, and then coming up, then he will able to find out that, yeah, means something, means it will be useful, penicillin will be useful in the human beings as well, to prevent the growth of the bacteria, to fight against the bacteria. Then the first means the antibiotic can be generated, that penicillin. So that is the best example of grounded theory. Then the exploratory and the confirmatory analysis. In the exploratory, means in statistics, exploratory data analysis is an approach to analyzing data sets to summarize their main characteristics, often with visual methods. Statistical model can be used or not, but primarily EDA is for seeing what the data can tell us beyond the formal modeling or hypothesis testing task. So that is comes under this. Then predictive and the prescriptive analysis. In the predictive analysis, we are answering the questions, means what is most likely to happen, by using the patterns found in older data as well as the current events. Analysts predict the future events. While there is no such thing as 100% means accurate forecasting, the odds improve if the analysts have plenty of detailed information and the discipline to research it thoroughly. Then the prescriptive analysis is also the same, means mix all the insights gained from the other data analysis type, and you have prescriptive analysis. Sometimes an issue can't be solved solely with one analysis type and instead requires multiple insights. Means, and there are other types of also, means diagnostic analysis, then statistical analysis. So in the diagnostic analysis, means you are answering the question, why did this happen? Means matlab, why it happened this much in these terms, using insights gained from statistical analysis. uh, Analysts use diagnostic analysis to identify patterns in data. Ideally, the analyst find similar patterns that existed in the past and consequently use those solutions to resolve the present challenges, hopefully. Then the statistical data is also means it answering the question, what happened. So means you can check that, means diagnostic analysis is answering the question why this happened. Then uh, I can say, means predictive analysis is means answering the question, means what is most likely to happen, and then statistical analysis is answering the question what happened. So means you can say, means it depends on what question you are asked. You want to get the answer. What answer you want to get. So it depends on you, which type of technique you want to apply. So means this statistical analysis covers data collection, analysis, modeling, interpretation, and presentation using dashboards. So the statistical analysis breaks down into uh, two subcategories mainly. So that's all about the means the types of data analysis. So means now you're saying that, means I'm talking mostly about data analysis, types of data analysis, and how is it useful. I hadn't talked to you about, means what do you mean by the data. So I means I hadn't given you an idea about, means what is data exactly is. So uh, here we can have the information about it. Then the thing is that how do you define the data, means what type of data you are analyzing, what type of things you want to get the answer. So means you have geographical data, transport data, then you have cultural data, natural data, meteorological data, statistical data, financial data, scientific data. So I think almost I had covered all the types all the types of data, means generating the data. Means data is exactly the information, means uh, whatever you're doing, it is producing the data, means some information it is generating. Now it depends on someone whether how to interpret that data, how to read that. Means is some it depends on your perception, means how you are seeing that data. If some means there is a you can see that there is a lot of information, lots of data is there. Some are seeing that it is a waste of thing, and some are seeing that wow, it's the gold. Means they are seeing that some they want to try, they are trying to get some insights from that bulk data, and then using that data to improve the lifestyle of the people. So there are lots of data. You can see that, means you are surrounded with data. So means then the types of data we are coming, means several classifications like numerical and categorical, steady state and dynamic exit. So all these are the classification of data, but in data analysis the main categorization is following the data generating process, DGP mechanism. So according to it, it's of two types: deterministic data, stochastic data. So means Now I want to explain means what exactly is the deterministic data is and what exactly is the stochastic data is. So deterministic is about non-random. It's non-random, literally. Then stochastic data is non-deterministic, you can say. So means um in the deterministic, the data generating process (DGP) is perfectly known, or we can say a mathematical function can perfectly explain the data, or there is no uncertainty in the observed values, or I can say that process is accurately predictable. So I had given you mostly four different meaning scenarios of the deterministic data. Now coming to the stochastic data. So in the stochastic data, observations are only a subset of many, means countably finite or infinite possibilities. Or I can say that no mathematical functions can explain the observed data, or I can say that observations have uncertainties in them. So stochasticity does not necessarily means zero predictability. So that's all about the deterministic data and the stochastic data. So guys, there is one important note you should have to remember, that no process is deterministic, since perfect knowledge is never available. There is, you will miss something in every data. So yeah, that that is the types of data. I hope you all guys having a clear understanding of the data thing. Now we are going in the process involved in data analysis. So means what are the process exactly involved in the data analysis. So means first is the data requirement gathering. Means ask yourself why you are doing this analysis, means what type of data analysis you want to use and what data you are planning to analyze. So it will, when you will get the answers of these questions, then you will automatically get means what data you want to gather. So that is the requisite for gathering the data. Then the data collection you will do means guided by the requirements you have identified. It's time to collect the data from your sources. Sources include case studies, surveys, interviews, questionnaires, direct observations, focus groups. So make sure to organize the collected data for the analysis. So now we are going in the data organization. So most data organization is the process by which the data is arranged for easy understanding. So means for example, if someone want someone is giving you some question, means some task that you have to develop a mark sheet for your institute. Means now you can see that in the institute there are lots of branches are there, and then in the particular branch also means there are lots of sections are there, and then in that also means you have some different years as well, first, second, third, fourth year, then branches, different branches. So it's difficult for you to organize the data. Means how will you organize? So means you will follow some procedure. That means data of that exam score you will group them. Means in the class first you will go with the branch wise arrangement or the year wise arrangement, then you will go with the class wise arrangement, then you will go with the subject wise arrangement, then you will go with the name wise arrangement. So you are observing that, means you are giving a particular order to that. So that's how you are organizing the data. Then after means now everything over, data organized, you have organized the data, now you have the data. Now what other step you have to follow, means now it comes with the data cleaning. Now you have some means not, now I want to say that not all of the data you collect will be useful, means some have waste information as well. So it's time to clean it up. This process is where you remove the white spaces, duplicates, records, redundancy and basic errors. Means data cleaning is mandatory before sending the information on for analysis. That's the data cleaning. Then the data reduction. So it is data reduction is the transformation of numerical or the digital information derived empirically or experimentally into a corrected, ordered, simplified, and matched with its original form. So means you will now you are asking means why should I have to reduce the data? Means what is the necessity of data reduction? So means the advantages of doing data reduction is means you have lots of data, you have a large chunks of data, you have a huge amount of data. What you guys will do means you want to analyze it obviously, but you have limited system power, you have limited storage, you have means you want to get the results very fast as well because time is precious. So means so you want all these things also in mind. So means so data reduction helps you in decreasing your storage space, means less storage it will take data, then data handling will become very easy for you guys. Then analysis time will also get reduced. Then how you will be able to means data reduction means example like histogram clustering, sampling, and data cube aggregation are some of the things you will in the data reduction thing. So then comes the data analysis part. Now, here is where you use the data analysis software and other tools to help you interpret and understand the data and arrive at conclusions. Data analysis tools include you can analyze it with anything. Means Excel. Excel is the best and the basic method. Microsoft Excel you can use for analyzing the data. Even you can see that many large corporates, many large organizations, many large banks are still using the Excel for the data analysis. So Excel is the best for the basic data analysis task because you have lots of CSV files, you have lots of Excel sheets, lots of workbook. So means you can use the Excel for analyzing your data. Then you want to pro means you want to analyze data using programming, then you can write a Python script for it and then analyze it. Then you can go with the R programming, then you can go with the looker, then you can go with the rapid miner, chartio, metabase, redis, and Microsoft Power BI. And that's you can analyze the data. Then now now you will ask the question from yourself, means try to ask the question means okay, I have analyzed the data. Now what should I'll do it means uh, I will use that insights I had analyzed from the large chunk of data. Means you have finished you have give the finishing part to your product thing, uh, your data. Now you have to use it now. So then comes with the data interpretation. Now that you have means you have your results, you need to interpret them and come up with the best courses of actions based on your findings. Now you have interpret also. Now you have to visualize it, means how is it exactly happening. So now data visualization I can say is a fancy way of saying graphically show your information in a way that people can read and understand it. So means you want to means something, you whatever you are doing is for the betterment of the people. Now if the people are not being able to understand, then so you should have to present that data in such a form that so that even the person without having any prior knowledge will be able to understand that yeah, this is what is happening. Because you can see that in the stock market as well, the what even the person not belonging to engineering background, not belonging to any finance background, not belonging to business background, but still they are seeing that candlestick graph and still they are seeing that graph predicting that yeah, the price will go is going high and it's the best price is going down, and what is the best time to invest in that. So that's how means you should have to visualize it now. So you can use charts, graphs, maps, bullet points, or a host of other methods. So what visualization will help? Visualization helps you derive valuable insights by helping you compare data sets and observe relationship. So means I can say some professionals use the terms data analysis methods and data analysis techniques interchangeably. To further complicate matters, sometimes people throw in the previously discussed data analysis types into the fray as well. Our hope here is to establish a distinction between what kinds of data analysis exist and the various ways it's used. Although there are many data analysis methods available, they all fall into one of the primary types, whether it is qualitative analysis or it's a quantitative analysis. In the qualitative analysis, I have already discussed, means it derives data via words, symbols, pictures, and observations. So means that content, narrative, grounded theory, all this comes under it. And in the quantitative analysis, you are analyzing the data used, means mean, average, then sample size determination, mode, range, frequency, all these you are doing. So means sample size determination uses a small sample taken from a large group of people and analyzed. The results gained are considered representative of the entire body. We can further expand our discussion of data analysis by showing various techniques broken down by different concepts and tools. Means I can say even AI and machine learning. Now AI in machine learning is very small part, means because most of the persons are not trying to understand the data analysis, means they are thinking because it's some hi-fi kind of thing, means it's means AI and ML is using, so I'm not putting my hand in this field. Why? AI and ML is very little part, very means a little part of the circle it is, but data analysis is having a very big circle. You can't fully define, means AI and ML is only involving in the data analysis thing. So I can say that AI is on the rise and has proven a valuable tool in the world of data analysis, but it's not controlling the full data analysis. Means related analysis techniques in AI includes artificial neural network (ANN), then decision trees you will use, evolutionary programming you will use, then the fuzzy logic you will use. Then in the mathematics and statistics, so it is the technique where you find number crunching data and analytics. Means it the technique include descriptive analysis, dispersion analysis, discriminant analysis, factor analysis, regression analysis, time series analysis. All these things are involving in the data analysis. So here is the process involved in the data analysis. What you will means it's a pictorial representation, means you have the domain knowledge, means here the sensors are there, then sensors are collecting the data. Now the analysis means now you want to check integrity check and preliminary analysis you are doing, then you will give it further your quality check, either using visualization and then pre-processing. Then after that, the third level analysis happen, means you want to extract the knowledge and validation. So then you will be using descriptive analysis, confirmatory analysis, estimation, then modeling. Now you want to implement it now. Means operation, design, operation, and management. So monitoring, innovation. So I guess it's I guess it's clear. So yeah, design, operation, and management means monitoring, control, optimization, and it leads to ultimately leads to the innovation. So data analysis is the basic building block of your innovative product. So means that's how you can able to generate some good product. You will be able to start your new startup kind of thing like this. So, so yeah, means now so here we are now you are be having the some confusion kind of thing, means I'm talking about means the some terminologies in the data analysis. What exactly are these terminologies is? So it's nothing, means it's simple. Population and sample means population refers to the collection of all events or the possibilities, typically also known as the ensemble, whereas sample refers to the subset of, means it's a subset of population observations that has been obtained through sampling. That means sample. Now, then truth and estimate. Truth value refers to the population characteristics in descriptive statistics or to that of the true parameter, signals in parameters or signal estimation, I can say. Then estimate is the inferred value of the unknown parameter, signal from the observations. Parameter is not known in the estimate. Then in the statistics and estimator, statistics is a mathematical function of the given observation. Means and whereas an estimator is also a mathematical function of the observation, but devised for the purpose of inferring or estimating an unknown quantity slash variable. I can say that. Um that's how the difference is there. Then what is the bias? Means why the bias is there? It is the systematic error in an estimate of a parameter introduced by virtue of estimation method. Means bias is a measure of accuracy. Means you are having a data. If some data is having, if some part of the class is having more data, means dominating class is having more data, so means what the analysis you will get is the dominating one. So the bias is that to reduce that dominance power, the bias is used. Then the ensemble, we can say, means ensemble average is the average computed across all sets of possibilities, population at a single point in time, or you can say in another domain. So technically, this is known as the estimate expectation. Sorry, it is known as the expectation. Then the sample average is that is computed all over observation for one data record, I can say. Now there are means most of the companies are using the data analysis, but here some of the companies, some of the thing I will be explaining you guys, means what are the some of the companies which are being using data analysis, and their most of the profit generation, their most of working is depends on data analysis only. So first we'll talk about the Dainik Jagran. Means Jagran increased its user engagement in MWeb by
Akshay,
92%.
Akshay,
Yeah.
Akshay, can you just go back to 1 minute? There was some voice disturbance from your end. It was not clear.
Okay. So in this slide I have to explain. Okay. Got it. Thanks. So yeah. So mostly I was with explaining about the bias. Means in the bias, means why we are why bias is used. Bias is mostly because there are some dominant class in your data, in your collected data. Means that class is having more influence over the whole data, and then to reduce that dominance power, we are using the bias. Means so that it is a measure of accuracy, I can say that. So bias is a systematic error in an estimate of a parameter introduced by the virtue of estimation method. And then the ensemble, I can say ensemble average is the average computed uh, across all sets of population at a point in another domain. And it is known as expectation. Then means most of the companies are using the data analysis. Most of the companies having a data analysis team set up, but okay, most of the companies having the data analysis team set up, but we are here explaining some of the companies. Means these are not the only companies, but each and every company is using the data analysis technique. So most of the in this Pharmacy, Dainik Jagran, MX Player, Book My Show, Cars 24, Airbnb. So we'll come to the Dainik Jagran. So means Dainik Jagran increased user engagement by 92% using Tatvik Analytics content recommendation engine. So means first is means Jagran publishes more than 500 articles from their digital desk and 5,000 news articles from their print desk over a day across multiple categories like Taza, cricket, politics, tech, etc. They were facing a challenge to select the relevant content out of this large bucket of articles and serve them to the reader's preference archived from the reader's history. They also wanted to increase the size of their loyal reader base without lesser dependency on paid channels. So means by this example, I have one more example in mind coming means the Amazon.com. It started mostly selling the books. Means uh, the founder of Amazon is mostly started having creating a biggest library online, digital library, you can say that. It's selling the books, so means they're collecting each and every amount of data, means data means even in one of the interview there it also mentioned means they are collecting the data so that they can improve the customers uh, thing, improve the efficiency of their Amazon.com. So means what they are using means how much book is being used, means which book is being used in particular region, which book is in currently trending. So means among the users, among the crowd. So means so that it will be useful for them to expand their market, to expand their domain from one region to another region, and to even accumulate more and more publishers under one domain. That's the I had given you an example of Amazon.com, and then in the jargon also means 92% increase in web pages session, 60% increase in desktop pages per session. So this is the example of Dainik Jagran. Then PharmEasy, what PharmEasy did means it leveraged the TV ad analytics by Tatwik and measured a 104% returns on spend from TV ads that boosted website visits and app installs. So means PharmEasy team wanted to focus on an aggressive TV-led marketing strategy to increase the brand awareness and consideration. The goal was to influence the TV viewers to visit their website app for the medicine delivery services. But their challenge was to assess the quantitative return on cost ROC on digital medium, which is usually not accurate with the current infrastructure. So from the TV ad analytics and the data studio visualization, we uh, generated insights on the following metrics means top performing channel with the low CAC and high ROC, top performing programs with low CAC and high ROC, most effective day part, day of week, genre and market, high impact age group, gender, geographies, acquisition channel. All these insights we have been generating from that. Then Amex player, so means Amex player achieved 57% of the lower cost per unique viewer. Amex player team wanted to promote their new video content to their existing app users aggressively and needed to keep the cost per unique viewer and cost per unique click at competitive rate compared to the Facebook ads platform. So you can see the means how the game is being played at the high level authority in the corporate field, in the how the data is being utilized by these some of the players in the game. So means 57% reduction in cost per unique viewer to the Amex player, and then 100% improvement in the conversion rate, then 20% decrease cost per click. That's how the Amex player use the data. And then Book My Show, everyone knows about it. Means they increased their click through rate by 55%. Means need to increase click through rate on Book My Show's mobile site to improve the click through rate on the mobile website was the central focus to ensure the users move further to book and complete the transaction. Their key performance indicator for measuring success was the number of transactions. Then they increase in the click through rate by 55%. So means it's all means you can say that um, data is important, guys. And then the Cars 24, you all know about it. Means they increased their conversion rate by 66% by A/B testing lead generation forms. Means it is difficult in attracting high intent customers what they had generated. Means Cars 24 was facing a difficulty in attracting high intent customers. Another major pain point that the client was facing was the low conversion rate of booking appointments. They were on the lookout for a solution that would help them gain better insights on how they can increase their efficiency, boost revenue, and get quality customers. Then higher conversion rate than the original version. Then the variant version through Google optimized A/B redirect test got higher conversion rate than the original version by 66% and 70% for the desktop and mobile website respectively. Then Airbnb. Airbnb, I guess you all know. So means Airbnb is using the data science. It's full. Their data science department is really big. Means their data analytics team is working really good. Means they are working means how we scale data science and what will be the growth for them. So all is it means all these all these companies. These are some of the companies. Very few companies I had taken an example. Means the things means I can say means Airbnb is using means whether the guy counted on the couch, the intern, so barista, and all these things are using the data analysis thing. Now, now comes to the tools necessary for data analytics. So means there are various tools. Some of the tools means we are giving an insight means Excel. You can use the Microsoft Excel, then Power BI, then Python, Tableau for data visualization, then R programming. You guys can use for the data analysis thing. So means as the career opportunity means several years ago, IBM predicted that the demand for the data analyst would rise 28% by the end of, I guess it's 20 start of 2021, resulting in more than 3 lakh 60,000 new position creating that. And then as per the reports of the salary.com, data analysts earn an annual average of 75,724 US dollar, hitting over to 85,000 US dollar in the high end of the range. So that's are the things. So means guys, the main thing that's about the data analysis part. So the most important thing about is that the success of any data analysis exercise depends on two factors: quality of data and methodology of data analysis. These two factors means defines means how you will be means you will get the success in the data analysis field. So means focus on these two things. One is your data quality. Then what are the technique methodology you are applying on the data analysis? As I had told you, means first you have to from your side uh, what you want, which answer you want to get. So based on that answer, you will apply the technique, data analysis technique. So thank you guys. Means and for this session, I would like to thank our club cell member Harjit Singh for helping me in preparing the content, and to all the participants who attended this session, and my cell members for smooth conduction of this session. Thanks a lot, guys. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, queries, you guys can ask. Uh,
You guys can also give your feedback, so we can probably work on them in the future events as well, guys.
yeah, guys, how is the session and means how's it went? Means what are the things you guys had learned from the session? So it will be great.
Session was very good, sir. Thanks for your information.
Thanks. So, guys, this is just giving you a direction to work in the data analysis part. Means because we are not means conducting the session because you guys can't learn in the 3 days the full data analysis thing because it has so much technicalities. Means different sessions we will be covering based on your interest, so that so it will give you a path so that you guys can learn at your own level as well, at your own pace as well. So because some of the you are not aware means from where you should have to start learning. So covering that question in mind, so we had conducted this session. So yeah, we have two more sessions in the coming days. Means tomorrow we have the data analysis using Excel. It will be covering by Ayan Ali, and then we have on 15th we have data visualization using Tableau. So means you guys will be able to learn the Tableau and the Excel in the coming sessions. The Tableau session will be covering by organizing by Sashank. So see you guys there in those two sessions. That those session will really be helpful for you guys to means in that we'll be covering most of the technical part in deep the Excel and the Tableau. So yeah, you guys will be getting a better insight in those sessions. I guess most of the doubts, your doubts have been covered by our cell members. So yeah, you guys can unmute and ask your doubts, ask your queries, and yeah, you can even give your feedback about the session so that we can improve our coming sessions. Yeah.
Sir, I would like to know what is the connection between data analyst and supply chain.
What is the
Data analyst and supply chain management.
okay? So I guess Ayan, you will be able to answer it. Ayan, are you there? Harshit?
Yeah, Akshay.